So, when you hear the name Margot Robbie, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Probably a huge Hollywood movie star, right? I mean, of course. But what if I told you that's only part of the picture? That her real power, the thing that truly sets her apart, is something else entirely. Yeah, in 2023, she hit the absolute peak. She became the highest-paid actress in the entire world. But the story of how she got there, well, that's where things get really interesting.
Because we have to ask the question, are her incredible on-screen performances the real source of her influence in Hollywood? Or is there something much bigger going on behind the scenes?
To really get what she's built, we've got to rewind. We have to go all the way back to her pretty unlikely start, a world away from the Hollywood sign.
Okay, so picture this. Margot Robbie grew up on a farm in Queensland, Australia, miles and miles from any movie set. And get this, she wasn't some child star. At 8 years old, she was earning a trapeze certificate at a circus school. And as a teenager, she was juggling 3 jobs at once, tending bar, cleaning houses, and making sandwiches at Subway. Not exactly the glamorous path to stardom you'd imagine, right?
So after a bit of time on the famous Australian soap opera Neighbours, she decided to take a huge leap of faith and move to the US. And it was one single audition that would change, well, everything.
The film was Martin Scorsese's The Wolf of Wall Street, and the role, the unforgettable Naomi LaPaglia, the fiery wife of Leonardo DiCaprio's character. I mean, the stakes just could not have been higher.
So she's in the middle of this super intense audition scene with DiCaprio himself, and she decides to just go for it, totally off script. Instead of the kiss she was supposed to give him, she improvised and gave him a real hard slap right across the face. It was this moment of pure audacity that just perfectly captured the character. And boom, she got the part right there on the spot.
The reaction from critics was immediate, and it was intense. She wasn't just another actress, she was a genuine force. Just listen to what critic Sasha Stone said. She's Scorsese's best blonde bombshell discovery. Robbie is funny, hard, and kills every scene she's in. Kills every scene.
But here's the crazy part. The massive, overwhelming fame that came with Wolf, it almost pushed her to quit acting altogether. But instead of walking away, she decided to take control.
The sudden attention was just completely jarring, and she seriously thought about just walking away from it all. But apparently, her mom told her it was too late to quit now. So she came up with a totally new plan. If she couldn't find the kinds of complex, interesting roles she wanted to play, fine. She would just create them herself.
And so in 2014, just 1 year after her huge breakout role, she co-founded her own production company, LuckyChap Entertainment. And its mission was crystal clear: to promote female stories told by female storytellers. Make no mistake, this wasn't just some vanity project. This was a strategy. This was a power move. And LuckyChap quickly became an absolute powerhouse. I mean, look at this track record. They produced this string of bold, critically acclaimed films. You've got I, Tonya, which landed Robbie her own Oscar nomination, then Promising Young Woman, nominated for Best Picture, and more recently, the buzzy thriller Saltburn, and of course, the global phenomenon that was Barbie. They weren't just making movies, they were starting conversations.
Which, of course, brings us to the project that is basically the ultimate triumph of her entire vision, the Barbie movie. Just look at that number, $1.4 billion at the worldwide box office. Barbie wasn't just another hit movie. No way. It was a full-blown global cultural event.
And who was the architect behind it all? Margot Robbie. It was her company, LuckyChap, that personally bought the film rights from Mattel way back in 2018. She was the one who handpicked Greta Gerwig to write and direct it, a choice a lot of people thought was kind of out there. She even originally offered the lead role to another actress before deciding to take it on herself. Every single key decision went through her.
And the result of all that incredible work behind the scenes? Well, it wasn't just the highest-grossing film of her acting career. It was proof of her power as a producer who can take a plastic doll and turn it into a billion-dollar, culture-defining blockbuster.
So when you look at Margot Robbie today, you're not just looking at a movie star. No, you are looking at one of Hollywood's truly new power players.
In 2023 alone, her earnings hit an estimated $78 million. And that's not just from her acting salary. That number is proof of her massive success as both a top-tier performer and a world-class producer. It's like she has these two identities working at the same time. On one side, you've got the actress with these iconic, unforgettable roles like Harley Quinn and Barbie. And on the other, you've got the architect
the producer who built some of the most talked about and important films of the last decade. She has built two parallel careers that just feed each other's success. It's brilliant.
Which really leaves us with one big final question. In an industry where actors have almost always been just pieces on a chessboard, Margot Robbie decided to become the player who designs the entire game. So is this it? Is this the new blueprint for what it truly means to be a star in Hollywood?